Day 38. Ooh, ooh. And I bought some wooden thingies. And if somebody's a genius, tell me how to clean them. I have no clue. I think I shouldn't put them in the dishwasher. I have to Google it. I know. I can Google how to Google. But there are some smart people outside who have, good advice and sometimes very interesting advice, which is not really easy to Google. So, one other thing, also somebody pointed out that my audio sucks. I know that. It's a damn iPhone. It's nothing special, nothing fancy. My channel never was meant to attract any people, so it was just for me as a diary, and for me so I can see what is happening when I'm doing stuff, and that now what's happening. I didn't expect that, so I have maybe to upgrade some of my technical equipments, which is funny because I'm in IT, so I am at the source of technical equipments, but not microphones. So, and since I want to do every day an upload, I know my audio sucks, and I know also that my quality of an iPhone sucks. But it's the most easiest way for me to do because I don't have time. I really don't have time to figure out how to then install everything and make everything look amazing and pretty and listen great. For now, if I have time, if I'm gonna be on holidays and if this is gonna be my priority, I'm gonna, do something about it. But please don't expect me to do this very soon. So, today I felt amazing. I was actually, that actually happened only in the first days and some days in between when I really was, I think, in ketosis or something like that. I don't know. A friend of mine told me that's maybe, when you're in ketosis. So I was feeling amazing and I had the need to go out. So I went out with my dog. I was so passionate about it to just walk. I wanted to go to the gym. I don't go to the gym, and I wanted to lift weights. I felt somehow strong. I don't know. It was very strange, and I just wanted to, lift something. So I went crazy in my living room, just lifting things like crazy during meetings. In between of meetings, of course. And and after I was like in such a rush, and everything was great because yesterday I did have a very, very full packed meat day. I did have, in the morning, I did have some sausage with a little bit of cheese because my son didn't want to eat it. My mom prepared it and I was hungry. So I did eat that in the morning. And we did have this amazing, this steak. I don't know what it was. It was at a restaurant. It's called just beef steak. And with some butter, it was delicious. It was a big portion. I was satisfied. And then I did have 2 coffees with milk because I was in the office, and that's something we do. I have to find maybe some other options. I thought maybe just to get rid of the coffee easily, because for me it's just the milk, actually, just to have some milky drink, and I never cared if it's matcha or a tea with a little bit of milk or something. It was that I thought maybe I can ease it out if I melt butter and put it with milk. But I'm not sure if I'm allergic to milk, so allergic to butter. So we're not gonna do that right now. We are focusing on the important things. Going full animal, lion diet, carnivore. Meat, salt water, but not beef, because not only beef. I do have beef as well, but we do have lamb because I can't eat a lot of beef stuff, but some. So I did bought a lot of steaks for 1 week, and I did just pay 100 euros. So I'm gonna see how long it will get me through the week, because I will start on Sunday because my mom and my son are going on holidays, and then I'm alone, and then I can just eat and sleep all day. That's my plan. If I need to, or even go to the gym. I can go to the gym. I'm now a person who maybe wants to go to the gym. So that's new. I didn't know my body was able to have these feelings, just to feel that I can exercise. Or I actually wanted to run. Running is something I don't do because I can't because of my MS. I really can't. But that's something I never did before, like really did, and I hated it always. But I really was. Suddenly, my body wanted to run. So that was really, really interesting, and something just, I think that all these things are happening naturally, and you will get there whatever you want. And the funniest part is I did cheat yesterday. I did, because something stupid happened. I was PMSing and I wanted to eat fat. So good for me. I wanted to eat fat, but I can't get butter because I'm not sure if this is causing me all my reactions right now. So I wanted to eat my pork belly fat thingies, and I love them. So I didn't have any more. So I went to the grocery store, wanted to buy some, and I didn't have it anymore. And I was cranky. I was very, very cranky. I said, why? I wanna have that. And then I was thinking, okay, I can buy some bacon and just, make something similar or something. But I don't like bacon. I don't like the salt. And I went to the, where you pay, and I was standing there, and she wasn't there. And I was like, damn it. And I was looking at the right side, and there is, the cookies. And I said, don't look. And the cookies were, talking to me like little devils. You cannot have your pork. Please eat me instead. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I was fighting. But this woman didn't show up for a long period of time, such a long period of time. And I was like, yeah, the little devils won me over, and my little angel was just, her head was just, going to the wall like this. So yeah, that went well. And then I got it into my car. I said, okay, I'm gonna eat it until I feel satisfied. And I did eat 4 of the cookies, but it was like really thin chocolate cookies. So it's like this much. So it's actually 1 cookie if you see it like this. And I did have just a cookie, and then I went home and did make my steak. And I should actually do that right away, because I was just, just myself. And I did have then the steak with my son, and it was so good because I think it was a ribeye. It was very fatty, and that was what my body was needing. So I loved the fat, and I loved that my son hated the fat. So I had all the fat. So that was a good part. And you see, actually, with the hormones balance and these things, that women need more fat. That's actually a thing, I can agree with that. But yeah, it doesn't matter, because next day I was feeling great. So sugar doesn't affect me that much in this, moderations. This really didn't do anything bad for me. Stevia and other things and dairy do. But yeah, I woke up and was full energized and wanted to do gym and these things. And I lost suddenly a half kg. And I was like, okay, that's also new, because that's not what's happening usually. Also not during this time. I usually do gain 2 kg. So that was like a nice. It was because I had enough protein and enough fat. And I did found my personal ratio that works, it seems, because I did track my calories. And I was just satisfied. My body was happy with me, even with the cookies. He said, I rather have the pork fat, but since you didn't have it, it's okay. I'm gonna work with what you gave me. It's fine. So I'm not gonna punish myself not being restrictive. So don't bother telling me what to do. Because, we are not the 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm not gonna be punished by Mr. Grey for having a damn cookie. So don't tell me that I'm not allowed to have a cookie. Yeah. So, did I told you that I bought these things? Yeah, right. And today I had just, a good day. Then after my, I want to go to the gym, I did have a lot of dopamine, because at work I had some great things. I did get some that I wanted. I was fighting for years, and there are so many interesting things happening today. It's just funny what's going on. So sometimes it's just, I don't know. And one thing I did realize, that since months now, it's like since 2 years now, I know that the only thing you can do, or I can do, And it doesn't matter where you come from, how much money you have, or whatever is happening in your life. The only thing you really can control and try to, control it or try to learn is to be patient. To be patient and consistent. These two things nobody can take away from you if you're getting there, if you're training to get there. And that's something I did with my work now, being consistent, being a pain in the ass with my bosses and telling them to pay me more. And I was like constantly getting on their nerves and, still proving myself and my worth. Yes. On the other hand, trying to be as charming as possible and asking for, that what I think I need to have on money. And I did educate myself, and I was so consistent and patient about it. I didn't stress out, and I did have a lot of YouTube videos how to communicate and how to go there and how to get these things. So I can tell you, whatever you're doing, especially in the diet part, if you're consistent and if you try to be patient, even with yourself, when you fail, just be patient. It's gonna come to you naturally. Be patient, you will get there. That's one thing nobody can take away from you, actually. And that's something that is more satisfying, the path to the goal, because the goal itself is not something, you should think about. You should really think about of the path and make this path beautiful, because it's not about, for me, going for a walk with my dog to go from A to B and back. It's, for me, it's the path itself, just to enjoy the walk and what is, everywhere, and to look left and right. And the same thing is also with all the things you want to achieve in your life. So I can totally tell you that it's cool. It's cool. I do, even if I'm smiling and making fun, I do have extremely short breath. So I saw in an MRT that I do have a sinus infection, I think it's called in English. It's like here, you see it in the picture, that it's something, it's swollen. So we're gonna figure out that tomorrow, because maybe this is causing me all the issues, especially with the breathing as well. So I don't know, maybe this is a thing, because I did take some spray for the noses and things like that, and but it doesn't go away now for 2 weeks almost. So yeah, we're gonna figure this one out as well. And tomorrow is the day where we gonna quit my MS meds and do all the other fun parts with my doctors and spending a lot of time there. So yeah, but I'm so happy that I can clean my kitchen and just reduce all the crap. And it's so fun. And just to have, I need, what I need? I don't need a freezer. I need a bigger freezer. I don't need a big, how do you say that? Look at this. It's just, almost empty. It is. So, do you want to see what I have? You want to see it. I'm pretty sure you want to see it. So, I still have some eggs left over because my son loves the eggs. But I still tried today, so I did have allergic reaction and extremely bloating. Yes, and even to Yorks. And not only the egg whites. Don't know. Maybe it's just this particular brand, from the farmer. Maybe they feed them something that I maybe cannot absorb. I don't know. I did bought yesterday the bacon. I hate it. It's so salty. I really can't eat that. I did have some whipped cream, just if I want to have something sweet. I would love to make just ice cream out of it. I still have my butter. But I can't eat it right now because I'm trying to figure it out. I do have for today salmon. Yes, it's because my body's needing fat and omega-3. I can feel that because I'm talking to my body and my body's telling me to have that. My son wanted to have mozzarella and he hated it. So yeah, great. We do have some yogurt still left. So when I'm really craving something, I do then take a little bit of a yogurt, but I try as less as possible and really stick to the meat part. We do have some Parmesan cheese left. My son likes it sometimes. And these are the pork thingies. Ha! Now you see it. I don't know what it's called in English. Pork belly fat things fried. And oh, I forgot about that. My mom bought me some fat from pig to cook. I think that's fat pig. I don't know what it is, honestly. And we do sometimes, but I did have it now one time in this 38 days. Dijon mustard, and I still have them, but I don't eat them because they tend to have histamine. Just, you know, the tuna, but I don't eat it, and I'm not craving it at all. My son does like sometimes ketchup, so we do have that with 0 sugar, and that's actually it. That would be my fridge. And in my freezer, I did upgrade a lot. You see that? Meat, meat, meat. Yay! And this brand actually, if somebody's from Austria, I don't think so. That's actually doing good. So we will see if I'm gonna have major allergic reactions. Yes. And now I have these thingies, if you forgot. Yeah. So, and I'm doing everything still on my grill. So I can tell you that's my lifesaver. I love it. I'm not gonna change it. I am gonna marry it. Me and my Opti Grill XL are now engaged, you know, and he's gonna give me everything I need. So yeah, don't say anything bad about it. And I do have an air fryer, but my air fryer and I, we just have, you know, to separate, and we do have a divorce because he just didn't do it anymore. I don't know, he didn't prepare my food very well. So yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. Yay!